So this is going to be a busy program over the course of the next 3 hours. At the same tomorrow, we straight on to the athletes for heat number 2, South Africa. And we'll be drawn on the outside, USA. They've got Matthew Bowling there, who'll be on the opening leg for them, part of their world record-setting mixed relay quartet. Nigeria will go in lane 6. Bahrain have the former world champion Selva-Eid Nasser on the anchor leg. Italy, of course, have been very strong in the sprint events over the course of the last couple of major championships. Lane 3, Hungary. Just the 2 teams here, Hungary, in this event. They have a 4x1 women's team as well. And India, who, of course, in the men's event at the World Championships, placed in 5th position. So this event, India, as we say, good quality throughout their men's and women's squad. But the US team, Matthew Bowling, Lina Irby-Jackson, Ryan Willey and Kendall Ellis. Again, the US, the likes of Noah Lyles and Gabby Thomas are here as well. And it's great at this stage of the season, Daph, as you mentioned, to have some real star names in this, even at a very early stage in the season for them.
Yeah, but you know, it's qualifying for the Olympics is a very important thing. So if you can do it now, it's the best preparation for the rest of the season. It's already in, so you are ready for the Olympics. So you can train for it, you focus on it, and I think that's the best thing to do. And that's why the big stars are here as well.
They certainly are. See Lina Irby-Jackson on screen for the US. I've got to say the wind up, it's hard to equate from up here as to exactly what it's doing to the athletes, but I mean, I must say 5 minutes before we came on air, half of my paper blew across the stand. Start lists and stats and all sorts have gone flying through the air and are probably somewhere in the Caribbean Sea by now. But the conditions down the back straight, particularly for that long leg in this, the long part of the straight, if you like, seems to be in the runner's face down there. It's a tough part of the track.
I think it's more difficult on the other side of the track, but the 100-meter side is really good, I think, for them. But we don't know how it's on the track, of course.
Yeah, a bit more of an impact to probably the 4x1 later on the second leg running down the back straight, which is a leg you know very well. Of course, as well as we see the Nigerian team preparing at the moment, the third leg, Chidi Okezi, and again in this particular heat, once again the team's all going with that tried and tested even male athlete to lead off, and then on leg 3 as well. We were talking about Daph whether it would make it more interesting, maybe in some exhibition events you draw it out of a hat, but for these guys where they're trying to rehearse it all, Said, just seeing the Bahrainian team as well. Man-woman has become a tried and tested formula for everybody.
Yeah, I think in the beginning they tried to change it up, but in this moment I think this is the best way to do it, because it's tried a lot, but I think this is the best way.
And how hard is it as an athlete? I mean, for example, if you're a female athlete running against a male athlete on the same leg and you know they're 200 meters behind, but they're probably coming. I mean, that's normally when you're running against athletes, they're right round you. You can see what everybody's doing, but when you've got no idea what's going on.
I think that's a difficult thing when you are a woman and you know that a male is coming. So I think that's very difficult to do that, and that's mostly for the 400 meters with the lactic. So I think it's the best decision to keep men in like the same position.
Hungarian team, as I mentioned, they've just got a couple of squads here out of the 5 events. There are a number of teams who have squads in all 5 of the events today. In fact, there are 14 of the federations have teams in all 5 of the events, over 150 teams across the 5 events, nearly 900 athletes from 54 countries. There is $40,000 per team prize money, by the way, for the winners of the final tomorrow as well. So the headline is for the ticket to Paris, but of course that prize money, I'm sure, will be well worth the effort tomorrow as well. So South Africa on the inside, Matikulu will lead them off to Nkabui, to Nokia, to Helden Hayes, Matthew Bowling, Lina Irby-Jackson to Ryan Willey, to Kendall Ellis for USA. Nigeria, Agazi, Onajawebo, Okezi and Joseph. Bahrain, as I mentioned there, Musa Isa on the first leg, Adekoya, Ali and then Nasser on the anchor. Italy with Riccardo Melli to lead them off, to Polinari, to Genchadi and Bonora. Hungary with Molnar, Mato, Enyingi and Molnar. And on the inside, India, Ramesh, Rupal, Kumar and Dandy. So, well, I tell you what, the first heat didn't disappoint, did it? With the amount of drama we had in the home straight. Well, we have the same again in second of the 4 heats, the mixed 4x400 meters. USA obviously will be favourites in this one. Italy have been strong, and Bahrain, if they can keep Nasser within striking distance, as well will be in contention for that second spot. Sun behind the clouds, it's a cool temperature now, still well in the 20 degrees Celsius and upwards region, but that wind right across the stadium really is blowing. So where we go, Nigeria were a pretty sluggish start there from Samuel Agazi, but he's got 390 metres to sort that out. Also a pretty conservative start from Rajesh Ramesh right on the inside, the right of shot for India. Matthew Bowling right on the outside, just up on Matim Kulu of South Africa. Outside him, a strong start from Attila Molnar of Hungary as well in the white and red as they go through the halfway point on this opening leg. Matthew Bowling, rising talent in the US running. Probably just about in the lead here for USA. Nigeria have run a strong second half of the race, so Ghazi will wait for that first bench stagger to unwind. So Matthew Bowling to hand on to Lina Irby-Jackson for the USA, just about getting the baton in the hand first ahead of Nigeria and Hungary. Italy in the blue in around about 5th position at the moment. They're being closed down outside them by Bahrain, who have Kemi Adekoya on the second leg. So Irby-Jackson is challenged down that back straight by Onajuwefo of Nigeria. Those two have opened up around about 10 metres or so on the rest, with Hungary leading the chasing back at the moment from South Africa, Italy, Bahrain, and then come India at the back of the group of 7 at the moment. 2 passports to Paris available from this second heat, and it's the USA with Lina Irby-Jackson who'll be handing on to Ryan Willey for the third leg. Nigeria have Chidi Okezi waiting on their third leg. Baton in the hand. USA weren't the smoothest there. Italy now have moved up into 3rd position after that change. Lapo Bianciardi has the bat for them. South Africa in 4th with Anthony Nokia also going through very strongly in the early part of this third leg. Bahrain with Abbas Yusuf Ali, you can see wide out there. If that group of 4 can reel in Nigeria in second, Daphne, this could get interesting.
It's very interesting, but the first 2 are running really fast, and they are out of them. Oh, they are coming now.
Oh, we got a 4.
They are in a battle.
Bahrain have gone down at the top of your picture there. So they were out of the race. They will get another chance tomorrow if they don't complete. But it's Nigeria who on the final leg will have Esther Joseph. She'll be taking on, for the USA, Kendall Ellis. So Nigeria and US, they've got about a 15 or 20 metre lead now from Italy, South Africa, Hungary, and India a long way back. Bahrain are not continuing, they are out of it, so they will have to come back tomorrow in Olympic qualifying round 2, but it's Nigeria at the moment. Esther Joseph with Kendall Ellis, who has plentiful international relay experience. The challenge in behind at the moment is being led still by Italy. South Africa challenging them for 4th position, but now USA exerting their authority. Kendall Ellis into the straight. We'll have a little look up at the screen to see what's going on behind her. Nigeria looking to hang on here and surely will do from there, despite the efforts of South Africa moving up into 3rd. So our next Paris Olympians in the mixed 4x400 metre relay will be the USA. No surprise. Good run from Nigeria.
Representing a clash between established global dominance and a rising African powerhouse. Here are 20 points capturing the energy of this rivalry. The USA enters every race as the gold standard, currently holding the world record of 3 minutes and 7.41 seconds. The tactical shifts are wild. Coaches must decide whether to lead with their fastest man or save him for the anchor. When these two meet, the atmosphere in the stadium shifts. It's the flashy Showtime style versus the gritty Nigerian Naija spirit. Seeing the green-white-green of Nigeria side by side with the stars and stripes is a visual treat for athletics fans. The African record of 3 minutes and 12.87 seconds set by Nigeria shows they aren't just there to participate. They are there to podium. Team USA's handoffs are usually clinical, honed by high-tech training camps and elite coaching. Nigeria's baton exchanges have improved drastically, becoming a weapon that keeps them in the hunt. Every time they race, the 400M split times drop, forcing both nations to find sub-44-second speed. Fans on social media turn these races into a cultural derby, with banter flying between Lagos and Los Angeles. The gender dynamics are fascinating. Nigeria's women often hold their own against the world's fastest Americans. In the World Athletics Relays, this matchup is often the most watched heat of the night. It's a race of momentum. If Nigeria leads at the 200 m mark, the roar from the crowd is deafening. The USA's ability to close in the final 50 meters remains their greatest psychological advantage. Nigeria's recent gold at the African Games proves they have the winning mentality needed for the global stage. Critics often look at this matchup as a preview of the future of the sport. Fast, mixed, and unpredictable. Every meet featuring both teams is a legitimate threat to the existing Olympic and world records. Ultimately, it's a celebration of speed that proves the mixed 4x400 meter is the most exciting addition to the track program. Please subscribe to EUS Sports Channel and hit the like button to support us.